Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the JuicyBullet Cast. Words are hard. I'm struggling with those today. I'm here as usual with Daniel /bullet/hollow/hololaunt/whatever. Say hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, just slash everything. You just call me the hash slinging slasher.
Yeah. There we go. Nailed it. As usual, social medias, important ones will be in the description. Make sure you're following us all over the place. Wherever it is that we're doing the things, because, we're both fairly active, and I've actually even been more active on my Twitter lately, so, hey, I got that going for me. Yeah, been using Twitter as more than just hey, I'm going live on Twitch right now, sort of platform. And I got into an argument with a person on Twitter. My first full day actually using Twitter, like, consistently throughout the day. I got into an argument with a person.
Well, I know it's not Oprah Winfrey or Donald Trump because they blocked both of you. Or KFC.
Yeah.
KFC also blocked you.
Yeah, I got blocked by all three of them. Oprah Winfrey. Donald Trump no longer has a Twitter. They banned him from Twitter after he was no longer president. And KFC also blocked me. No, it's just like random people. It was actually a few people. Apparently a comment that I made them think that I voted a specific way. I was like, bro, I didn't even register to vote, so I don't know what you're getting on me about. I didn't vote for anybody. Yeah, people get really upset really easy on the internet. I've discovered over the years. But Twitter is probably the easiest place to piss people off. Excuse me.
I would have to agree with that.
I mean, I got into that argument in less than 24 hours of actually using Twitter. And even beforehand, I got blocked by two of the richest people in America, one of them while he was president, and also a major fast food company. Well, I guess, would you technically consider... Is KFC technically fast food?
Yes, it is fast food. If it has a drive-through lane, it's considered fast food.
You know what? Fair enough. So Starbucks is fast food then?
Yeah, no, it's fast drinks.
They do have food at Starbucks, though.
Man, that's kind of almost like is hot dog a sandwich kind of question. Like, I wouldn't consider Starbucks fast food, but most Starbucks now do have drive-through lanes. So, to people listening, I guess that's going to be a question of the day. Is Starbucks considered fast food?
Yes. Do you specifically, you, the listener, yes, you, do you consider Starbucks to be fast food? Keeping in mind they do have a drive-through lane. They do also sell food. But they did not start off with food. It was just drinks. So do you consider Starbucks a fast food company? I mean, in my eyes, it meets all the criteria.
I guess I'm going to have to stay loyal to my logic and say, yeah.
Yeah. According to the criteria that we have set forward here as to what makes something a fast food restaurant, it is by definition a fast food restaurant. By the definition that we have here created. I don't know what the
don't
actual
know how I
definition
feel
of fast
about
food
that.
is. Let me just Google what is what the like legitimate
I
definition of
mean,
fast food
they
is.
have food, they have a drive-through window, and they have a drive-through timer.
Well, the definition of fast food is food that can be prepared quickly and easily and is sold in restaurants and snack bars as a quick meal or to be taken out. How do you define
I'm
fast food?
still.
Fast food. Fast food is the term given to food that can be prepared blah 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 while any meal with low wait, this says nothing. The term refers to food sold in a restaurant or store with preheated or pre-cooked ingredients and served to the customer in a packaged form or takeout slash takeaway. A fast food restaurant, also known as a quick service restaurant within the industry, is a specific type of restaurant characterized by both by its fast food cuisine and by minimal table service. Food served in fast food restaurants typically caters to a meat-sweet diet and is offered from a limited menu.
Still hearing stuff.
It
I'm just
still
still
sounds
hearing
like
the thought process in
Starbucks
my head.
fits
Starbucks
this
is.
description. So,
Huh.
so yeah. According to everything that we've said, that we've heard here, Starbucks is a fast food restaurant.
The things that we talk about in this podcast.
Definitely not. That's not even something I've ever even thought about before. Was whether or not Starbucks is a fast food restaurant. Because I don't even go to Starbucks. Like,
I mean, neither do I. But it's funny because at first the only Starbucks that we had around here was at Target. But now there's literally like within the same block of the Target where I live. There's one that's like right beside a Buffalo Wild Wings, and they do have a drive-through window.
yeah. See, I live out on the West Coast. There's Starbucks fucking everywhere. it's they're everywhere. The town that my dad lives in, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Starbucks. The Arby's went out of business in that town just before I moved there. When I moved there from Wyoming, the Arby's went out of business and they refurbished it and turned it into a fucking Starbucks. That upset me. That like hurt my soul. I was like, come on, you're gonna replace Arby's with Starbucks. But at least
one of our Burger King with Popeyes.
I've never actually. Okay, I was gonna say I've never had Popeyes, but I believe I had Popeyes once, and it was a brand new place. Maybe I'm thinking of a different place, but I believe it was Popeyes. It was brand new. They had just opened it. Like, there were new employees. I thought it was decently okay, but I only had, like, a couple of, like, chicken strips. But everybody else that lives here that ate it got sick. I did not.
See, I'm not crazy about Popeyes. It's one of those, you can take it or leave it, and I'm okay with just leaving it.
Yeah, I mean, I like chicken as much as the next guy, but like, I'm a huge fan of KFC, even though they blocked me on Twitter. So if the webmaster from KFC listens to this somehow, or hears this information, y'all blocked me, and it makes me sad.
I think they should give you some chicken for some free chicken for your grievances.
To be fair, I did ask them if they wanted to send me $80. It was a couple of years ago. I was sitting here in the office with my little brother Dalton, and I was just fucking around, and I was sending a bunch of corporations and rich people a message, asking them for $80. I wouldn't even known what to do with myself if one of them had been like, "Yeah, what's your PayPal?" I wouldn't have even known what to do. And that's also why I got blocked by Oprah Winfrey and Donald Trump. So, yeah, the two of the richest people in America blocked me over $80. Uh, a joke about $80. And so did KFC. So they they should just give me $80 worth of chicken.
They should give you a lifetime supply of chicken.
Oh, I would not complain about a lifetime supply of chicken from KFC. Like, as long as they don't give it to me in a lump sum, like I just go back for it when I want more, because it would it would go bad very quickly. There's no way.
No, they should give you like a KFC membership card. That's literally like you literally just have to give it to them, and then they just like no matter what it is, they just give you free chicken.
That would be amazing. KFC, if you're listening, this sounds like a good thing to me. This sounds like a good deal. If you do that, I will use my very small reach to advertise more of your shit, even though people don't need you don't actually need your shit advertised because you're fucking KFC. But you know,
KFC is constantly changing the Colonel. I think you could be the new Colonel.
Yeah, see, there we go. There we go. You know what? I'm down for that. As long as that still gets me free chicken for life. Honestly, I don't even care as much about the chicken. I just want free coleslaw. Like, their coleslaw is fantastic. Actually, I do want the chicken too. I want the chicken too, now that I think about it. And their biscuits with the honey packages. Oh, bro. I love KFC. I shouldn't be advertising KFC. They blocked me on Twitter.
This is also
You know who didn't block me? Wendy's. Wendy's didn't block me, and Wendy's is delicious. They also didn't respond, but neither did McDonald's or Lego or Pepsi or Coca-Cola. Yes, I messaged all of those corporations. None of them blocked me. What's your deal, KFC? Good lord. I think I also... Yeah, I also messaged Taco Time. I don't think I meant to message Taco Time. I think I meant to message Taco Bell. Oh wait, I messaged them too. Interesting. None of them blocked me though. I even sort of annoyed Lego a little bit. I sent them multiple messages.
So the question is, who do you think would respond?
I honestly thought that Wendy's would.
I'm not saying who would give you money, but I'm just saying someone who would respond.
Just going off of the webmaster and the way that, like, Wendy's handles their Twitter, I thought that Wendy's would have at least responded, even if it was some sort of, like, witty remark denying me.
See, I feel like Ryan Reynolds would respond.
I should message him anyway. Like right now. I should do that. You know what? I'm gonna. Does anybody know? It can't be hard to find Ryan Reynolds on Twitter. Let's be real here. We're gonna do that right now. If Twitter will ever load. And I need to make sure that it's not a fake Ryan Reynolds account. Guess that'll be easy too. Just look for one that's verified. Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, okay. Oh, and it's definitely the correct one because Mark Ruffalo, he retweeted one of his tweets. So let me just... Maybe he doesn't even accept messages. It's possible that he just can't message it. How do you message people on Twitter now?
I don't know. I've given up on Twitter.
I don't know how. I think he has his messages turned off.
Probably so no one else will ask him for $80.
He must have been talking with Oprah and Trump. And apparently KFC. Dude, like, you should just block this kid. He's been messaging people asking for $80. He's just a nuisance.
So, other than Twitter, how have you been, John?
You can always just tweet directly at him asking for $80. I've been doing fantastic. I've been streaming quite a bit, fairly consistently. You know, voice willing and internet willing and all of the things willing. And that's been nice. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a good time. How about yourself?
I've been good. I haven't really been super active on TikTok just because I've just been busy with work. I just ended up using up all my account takeover auction videos that I got that I was supposed to post during Dragon Con that I ended up not posting because I ended up going live. So, I had made a few videos. I think last time I talked about the ketchup and Takis video.
I
So
don't know if you talked about it here on the show, but we talked about it in a voice chat.
I'm pretty sure I talked about it on the show because I ended up pinning it on my profile for a while. Well, the ketchup on the Takis has evolved into something more gruesome.
Oh boy.
So I ended up through the actions of one of the people in the Beautiful Souls crew. I ended up doing a video with ketchup and coffee.
Oh my God, no. No.
It's got like 2,000 views.
No. Ketchup and coffee? What is wrong with you?
Everything and nothing all
How
at the same
disgusting was that? Did you actually drink it?
time. I did actually drink it, and it was horrible.
Oh, I would imagine.
Technically, I did it twice. I did it once with just black coffee, and then I did it a second time with hazelnut creamer.
That's a waste of that creamer, honestly. Hazelnut creamer sounds like it'd be really good.
Yeah, no, it was more nasty with the hazelnut creamer.
Oh, I would imagine that the combination of the coffee with the creamer and the ketchup would be fucking dog shit. That sounds awful.
Well, yeah, no, like a lot of people blind reacted to it, and I got a lot of interaction with that video.
Well, that's nice at least. You didn't suffer for nothing.
Oh yeah, right. I was
Oh man.
No. I was like, after I did it, I'm like, yeah, never doing that again.
It would suck to do something like that and then not get any views on it.
That's not the worst part.
Oh boy. How could it get worse?
So it is now I have other people in the Beautiful Soul Troop who has now started a trend. One of our people did mayonnaise in coffee.
Oh my god.
Another one did chunky chili in coffee.
Oh. People.
Yeah.
People. What is wrong with you people? I mean, coffee, in my opinion, isn't good anyway. Why are you putting all this stuff in coffee? I don't drink coffee, so that's just a me thing. I do, however, drink copious amounts of sweet tea and other varieties of tea. But I used to drink coffee.
Do you drink unsweet tea, though?
I do, yeah. I drink all sorts of tea.
You know what? I'm actually not surprised. Like, I just asked that question, but now I'm like not surprised that I heard your answer because you've been all over the place. So you've lived in places where unsweet tea or sweet tea wasn't a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are parts of this country that even just this country, like, obviously anybody who grew up in, like, say, England says that sweet tea isn't really tea. Like, that's just blasphemy in their minds. But there are even parts of this country that believes that sweet tea is a blight. Like, that's not real tea. Like, yes it is. It's made with tea.
New York being one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, no. New York, people drink coffee. Like, most people in New York drink coffee and energy drinks because it's New York. Like, they drink coffee, energy drinks, and soda. And bottled water. They don't. Most of them don't drink straight out of the tap. They drink bottled water.
See, I wouldn't drink out of the tap in New York.
Yeah, no, the tap water in New York is gross. It's fucking disgusting. So they drink mostly bottled water. I think I maybe saw 2 people in the 6 months that I was in New York drink out of the tap. I mean, obviously they use it for, like, cooking. You have to, but and actually New Yorkers claim that the tap water that they use for pizza dough is why their pizza is as good as it is.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a lot of New Yorkers claim that their water is the reason their pizza it tastes different than everybody else's and why it's so good. Which doesn't make sense because their water is gross.
They use it in their pizza dough, so they don't drink their own tap water.
And it's because of the shit that's like there's so many chemicals in the tap water, but like there's actually yeast in their tap water. So they claim that helps their dough rise. They don't have to use as much yeast like from a container because their water actually already has yeast in it. So instead of adding yeast, they just add more water. It's really weird. New Yorkers are weird as fuck. All right, that's just the way it is. They're fucking crazy. But the pizza is phenomenal. I will admit that. The pizza is definitely the best I've ever had. And that's not a slight on Chicago. Chicago, your pizza's good too, but Chicago's mostly deep dish. If you're a fan of deep dish, Chicago is where you go. If you're a fan of thin pizzas, you go to New York. New York's pizza's a little more thin, but the slices are huge.
See, there used to be a place down here that they lived in New York, like they're from New York, like born and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up making pizza from like, you know, they would it from New York.
Right.
And they always said that, you know, it's like a pretty good close second, but it's not like home.
Yep.
And now that you tell me about this water thing, I'm just like,
now it makes sense, doesn't it? It's the water.
I don't want it to make sense, but it does.
Their pizza is phenomenal, though. It's so good. If you're a fan of pizza, but you've never been to New York and had a piece of... No, okay, that being said, don't go to a big, like, chain thing. Go to a mom-and-pop pizza place, because that's where it's going to be the best. You go to just a little pizzeria, just a little non-chain pizzeria. Go there. That's where the best pizza's going to be. Now, New Yorkers are very divided on which place they go, you know, depending upon what area of the city they live in. But all you really have to do is go to New York. I don't remember the names of the places. I was there ages ago. I don't remember the names of the places. But if you're going to New York, just stop and ask somebody where the best place to get real, like, authentic New York pizza is. And they will not disappoint you, I promise. Because it's so good. And their slices are so big that literally one slice is a meal. They're fucking huge.
No, that I do know.
They're fucking huge. Unlike out here on the West Coast where you gotta eat like 4 slices in order to feel full. Or in order to feel like you've eaten a meal. In New York, 1 slice is plenty. So a full pizza could last you like a week.
I can believe it.
And it's so good. Chicago, like I said, Chicago's good too, but they're more the deep dish. You go to Chicago for deep dish. The regular pizza, not as good as New York.
I don't like deep dish.
You're not a fan of deep dish? Not a fan of a pizza you have to eat with a fork? Excuse me.
I mean, I'm not crazy about sauce.
Gotcha.
So, like, usually even when I get pizza down here, I always say, like, light sauce.
Okay.
And then...
You moreover want the toppings.
Not even the toppings, like, you know, because, like, you know, I used to like a whole bunch of toppings, but now I'm just happy with black olives and pepperoni.
That does sound really good. Very simple, very good though.
But no, my thing is, even when I go to like places like Schlotzsky's, if there's a pizza place that has an option, where it's like they have like multiple sauces as options, I usually stay away from marinara.
Okay.
So I'll get like a Alfredo or a can't think of the word right now, but pesto. If I get like a pesto sauce pizza, oh my god.
Okay.
Like I will.
So you like
I
pesto
will get
then?
That. I love pesto.
Okay.
Cool.
Good to
That's my
know.
weakness.
This is a good piece of information to have. Yeah.
Like if I had to say my favorite sauces, pesto would have to be on top.
Okay.
And then marinara and Alfredo. No, sorry, excuse me. Alfredo and buffalo sauce would have to be tied.
Okay.
and then marinara, and then barbecue sauce.
Oh, excuse me. Same. When like at Domino's, they allow you to like build a pizza and you can use different sauces. Normally, when I order some like from Domino's, I get barbecue as my sauce. And then for the toppings, I get like chicken, um all of the different kinds of peppers they have in the store. Onions and sausage. Yeah, onions and sausage and bacon.
So you pretty much just get a barbecue pizza.
Yeah.
Is what, you know.
Yeah. But I get bacon, sausage, and chicken as the meats. I get all of the different kinds of peppers and onions as the other toppings with barbecue sauce as the sauce, and it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's still not a New York pizza, but it's really good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other places that had decent pizza, but I'm not really thinking of any. Because I have been to all but 4 states in the United States. Never been.
I used to work at a decent pizza shop back in the day, but
Oh, did you?
Things went downhill.
It's no longer decent.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Because I'm a huge fan of pizza.
It's one of those things that it's nice and a quick. It's cheap and it's nice and a quick pinch.
Right.
But
it's really low quality.
I wouldn't even say
Or is it more over the service that's bad?
Different. There's something different about the pizza now. I just can't put my finger on it.
Maybe they changed, like, a sauce supplier or something, or like different dough, maybe.
And I'd be the dough because they still make the sauce homemade.
Okay, so they probably changed the way that their dough is made.
They might have changed the dough or something. But anyway, moving on from pizza and whatnot. So I have something to tell you that I think you are going to appreciate next time we play Age Wonders Planetfall.
Okay.
So with and I'm not entirely sure if it's just for that group or it's for all of them now. But whenever I was testing out the Stargate people, because I recently got that DLC.
Yeah.
Like you can use the perk points as your character levels up to like buy stuff. Like
yes.
So apparently, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this is just for the Stargate people or this is for every class, but you can actually be like all the heroes that you get. If you make them a lord of a specific colony, that colony will get a boost in whatever section you made them a lord of. So, for instance, now like whenever I play, I always my main colony, my first colony is usually a electricity colony.
Right.
I can make that person a lord that expertise is in electricity. As long as they're in that colony gains like 4% extra electricity.
Okay. Interesting.
But they have to stay once you set that lord / hero to that colony, they have to be in that colony for that colony to receive that bonus.
Right. So if they leave that colony, the bonus is gone until they come back.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense. Huh.
But I just thought that was
I think that's kind of neat.
a very interesting mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of neat. I agree.
Also, I talked about Project Winter earlier, but there was another game that I forgot to mention to you that I guess we can talk about it here on the podcast.
Okay.
It's called. It's already. I already know it's multiplayer. It's on Game Pass. I already have it downloaded, and it's not a big download.
Okay.
Surgeon Simulator 2.
What?
Surgeon Simulator 2 is on Xbox.
That's multiplayer?
And it's multiplayer.
What? I don't know how, I didn't play the first one, but you know what? I'll fucking download that shit.
It's 1.8. It's 1.8 gigabytes.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It got released September 2nd of this year.
Wow. I didn't even know.
It was online multiplayer and online co-op, 2 to 4 players.
2 to 4?
Yeah. So it can be up to 4 players.
Holy shit.
And it's cross-gen multiplayer.
Wow. Well, alrighty then.
and it's not X and S. It's not a X and S exclusive. I don't think it's an X and S exclusive. That means you can actually play it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, alrighty then. I didn't even know that was a game. Like, I knew about the first one, but I didn't know they had made a second one. That's insane to me.
I figured that you would appreciate it. That I told you.
Man, I've ranted about pizza so much. I had a topic that I wanted to talk about, and now I don't even remember what it was. Because I ranted about pizza for 20 minutes.
It was not pizza related. Okay, got it.
No, it wasn't pizza related. But I started talking about pizza, and then I just ranted. About pizza. And I don't remember what the other thing was that I wanted to talk about. I mean, it's really difficult, honestly, for me to come up with things to talk about, considering I don't really even pay attention to what's going on in the world for the most part. All I know is about this one chick that her, like, fiance or whatever killed her, and they've been looking for him for a couple weeks or whatever. Like, that's all I know.
Well, that's why you have me.
And I only know that because my mom has been talking about it and watching videos that people have been making. And then I got invested in it. Watching that stuff with my mom. Mostly coming up with theories as to where he's located. You know how my brain works. Like, I do a major in criminology and psychology, man. Profiling is my thing. And I've been trying to figure out where he's at. Apparently the FBI got involved because, her body was found in a state, or in a national wildlife reserve or whatever. A national park. So the FBI is involved. So it probably won't take them long to catch this guy anyway, but I still want to try to see if I can guess where he's at.
So, Undertale is also on Game Pass now.
I believe Undertale's been on Game Pass, but I still have never played it.
See, I never played it, but I got really into. I can't remember the name of the artist, but the group that made it into like a song.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it was JC Machina, or
fuck if I know, man. Fuck if I know.
Well, yeah, so that's like Game Pass.
Well, that was entirely the wrong button I just pressed. Don't mind me. I completely forgot.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's by JT Music. It's Sans and the Papyrus song. Been out since 2016. That's how I first heard about Undertale back then. But
okay.
you know, like me, I googled the entire game, so like I'm
of
not
course.
gonna play it because I already know everything that I need to know. So it's
yeah.
like there's no point. There's no wonder. There's no awe factor in it.
Because you already know. You already know all the things because you googled it.
Which is fine, because that's what I was wanting to do. I wasn't really intrigued on playing the game in the first place.
Right, yeah. I know nothing about it, and I've just not really been interested. Like, it's not really a game that caught my interest. Which is weird, because normally I'm not really picky about what sorts of games I'm gonna play. Like, I'm not super picky about it. I don't stick to one style of game, or even just like some people even just stick within a specific art style. I'm like, how do you confine yourself to just that? Like that doesn't seem fun. You don't get a variety then. It's boring. Like, I only play games that have this specific art style. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what if only shit games are being released in that art style? Like,
that's why I haven't played Surgeon Simulator yet, because I was kind of like wanting to play with you one day, and just like both play it and get a reaction from it.
I mean, I'll download it. I'll definitely download it. Probably some weird fucking shenanigans that could go on in a game like that, so. Totally down for that.
If you manage to download it today, because it's only, like I said, it's only 1.8 gigabytes. I definitely think you should play tonight if you're not busy.
I mean, I got my stream. I'm supposed to be streaming Pokemon today, because I haven't streamed... Well, because of the schedule that I wrote up, which I haven't actually played Pokemon in over a week, or streamed Pokemon in over a week. So, the people who are following me because of the Pokemon content, there you go. You're gonna get Pokemon content tonight, assuming my voice is okay by then. So... You're still okay by then. So, I mean, I don't have my stream doesn't start for another 5 hours, so I'm gonna have at least a couple of hours to just kind of rest my voice before my stream. So that'll be nice. Yeah, because I hurt the shit out of it. But at least now I know. I definitely cannot reach that note.
Oh, yeah.
I know definitively now. That ain't a thing, Chief. We're not hitting that one.
That ain't for me.
Exactly. I'll stay in a lower range from now on. Uh, I'll stay in my lane, you know. Oh, yeah. Ugh. I reached a little too far. And I can still sort of get up there sometimes, but it doesn't sound very good. But I can still, like, almost hit some fairly high notes, but that one ain't it. The, I don't even know exactly what note it was I was reaching for. I do not have perfect pitch by any means. And I don't know most note names, but I'm not gonna reach for that. Whatever it was. It's definitely out of my range. Oh shit. My dad could probably hit it though. My dad actually has a pretty good singing voice, if I'm being totally real. When he can actually hear himself. That's the stipulation. He has to be able to hear himself. But I guess that's most people. You have to be able to hear yourself, otherwise you might be able to get close to the note, but you're not gonna be able to hit notes consistently. Because you can't hear you only hear the music.
So, I wonder something.
What are you wondering?
It's very possible that instead of it being just a Stargate thing, it might just be the
Might just be like a mechanic that was added to the game.
no, a mechanic for trying to think of the name, actual Oathbound.
Oh, like just for that specific, like, that specific faction.
Hold on. So no, I did Oathbound with. I did Oathbound with Celestian.
Hmm. Oh, excuse me, jeez,
Oh, I'm just trying different. I'm just
so much
testing.
burping. Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, well, you know what? It is what it is. Fucking deal with this.
What if I don't want to?
Well, too fucking bad. You're hearing it's happening and you gotta deal with it. It's just the way it is.
So, alright, so it is literally just a thing that the Stargate people can do.
Okay. So it's literally only them. Alright. Well, that's a good piece of information to know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like a nice little bonus for choosing them. So that's nice.
But it kind of makes me wish that all heroes could do that.
Yeah. Oh. I think the thing that I had wanted to discuss might have been related to Hollywood in some form. Because that's what keeps going through my mind, is stuff about Hollywood. As I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was I wanted to talk about. So I think it at least had something to do with the entertainment industry. But I don't remember. Speaking of which, we gotta start putting more work into making this TV show. We haven't really even spoken about it in a while. Also, the game, or Jamie's game.
Actually, matter of fact, actually, I think I commented something recently.
Did you?
I think.
I mean, I know we discussed it relatively recently. July is the last comment in there.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah. July 21st. Of this year, at least. But July 21st.
Well, that lines up with everything, though, because I've been really busy with work ever since summer was over.
Yeah, you have been really busy. And I've been streaming at least fairly consistently since around then also. So, I've been streaming into the wee hours and then waking up late, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want, we can work on some of it after this podcast.
I mean, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, but anywho, is there anything else you want to talk about before?
I don't know. I'm still trying to fucking think of what the thing was that I wanted to discuss, but it'll be just my luck that right after ending the recording is when I'll remember it. And probably it won't even be relevant by the time we record another podcast. So
that is also very possible.
God damn it. I don't know, man. I don't remember. Follow me on Twitter.
When are we going to start recording some Xbox games?
Everybody needs to follow me on Twitter. Yeah, man, we could do that at some point too. I clapped really loud just then, like right up against the microphone. I did not mean to clap there. I got a capture card, so I can finally start recording some Xbox games. Now it's just a matter of actually updating my Xbox games and letting the updates finish. I keep forgetting to restart the updates after my streams. So, I still haven't finished updating my games.
As your second, I guess I'm going to have to remind you.
Yeah. He's just my second brain, alright? That's the way this works. Bullet is just my second brain. He's the part of my brain that remembers everything.
And that's saying a lot since I lost my short-term memory.
Yeah, my short-term memory has been garbage for a long time now, so... and it's only getting worse. As I'm trying to do things that are more healthy for my body, so, like, I quit drinking, I'm starting to get more exercise, I've been, like, streaming and recording, which it also helps. It's been helping me a lot with my, like, mental health. Because then I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. Like, I'm accomplishing stuff. I'm getting the viewership. I'm communicating with other people. It feels good. Like, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and it's been helping with my mental health a lot. And somehow, all of these things that I'm doing that's good for me my memory is just like not it. Somehow my body is just shitting on me. My body and my brain are shitting on me. I'm constantly in pain. My memory is getting even worse than it was before. And that's after cutting out all the things that should have been causing those issues. Mostly the drinking. I haven't actually been like drunk in well over a year now. Like, sure, I'll have a drink once in a while and I'll get a light buzz simply because I don't drink anymore. So I'll still get a light buzz, but I haven't actually been like drunk in over a year. And I only drink those drinks that I do drink. How many times is he going to say drink toward the end of this podcast? I don't know. Somebody can make a counter. I'm not gonna. It's only because, like, I've told you about this, but I don't think I've talked about it in any of my content anywhere.
Yeah.
My blood is thicker than it's supposed to be. And I have adverse reactions to blood thinners. So I was actually prescribed alcohol because it is a blood thinner. Like, it does thin your blood. But I stopped drinking anyway because I'm an alcoholic. So I stopped drinking. But every once in a while I'll still have, like, a drink just to sort of thin my blood a little bit and keep my blood flowing like it should do.
That was after I angry spoke to you.
Yes. Because my health was really going dog shit. I was having chest pains a lot. And he yelled at me because I wasn't drinking at all, period. So I wasn't doing anything to get my blood flowing.
Let's be fair. I did not yell at you. I have only yelled at you once.
True.
In 9 years.
He forcefully spoke to me in a slightly perturbed tone.
You should know the difference when I yell.
Yeah. No, in our nearly a decade of friendship, he's yelled at me exactly one time, and I more than deserved it. So yeah. But he did raise his voice slightly. And scold me for not even drinking just enough to keep my blood thinned well enough that I maybe won't have another heart attack. And it was causing me a lot of issues. And actually, now that I've started doing that, all of those issues have disappeared, including most of my back pain. So...
You're welcome.
Which I didn't think it would cause back pain, but here we are. The back pain is gone. Mostly. I still have back pain, but it's not lying on the living room floor crying unable to move level anymore. Which is nice. So... And that's not to say that alcohol is necessarily a bad thing for most people. Actually, red wine specifically, has been linked to, a lot of several health benefits, like, regarding, like, your heart and your brain. So it's good for, like, your short-term memory and also apparently heart health. So, one red wine with dinner occasionally is actually healthy for you. A glass of red wine at dinner, occasionally, is actually healthy for you. So keep that in mind. If anybody's still sticking around who's like, no, alcohol is purely bad for you, that's false. And pretty much anything is good for you in moderation. That's the point, or that's the key, is in moderation. But we are up over an hour now. We just hit the hour mark.
I was about to say, we can end it right here.
So yeah, we can end it here.
I was keeping an eye on this time.
Yeah. Well, we have hit the hour mark, so... Yeah, is there anything you would like to say before we end this?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, well... Go ahead.
Confused right now, but other than that...
Why are we confused?
I'll tell you after.
Okay. Well, follow us on our social medias. I'll put all of our links in the description. Go ahead and go follow us on all the different social media platforms so you know, you're up to date on all of our content and knowing when we're going to be releasing some stuff. Also, on our social media pages, it may also give you a clue as to what we may talk about in the next podcast. So who knows? Maybe you'll get a little bit of insight into what the next podcast is going to be about. If you, specifically my Twitter, probably is where you would find the most of that, because I have been using it a lot. And I tend to rant about a few things. On Twitter, I post some random thoughts and other stuff. But yeah, anyway, social media links for both of us will be in the description below. Yeah, that's about it. I stream every week, pretty much every weekday, or every day except for Thursdays. So yeah, whatever. That's the end of this. Thank you all. If you are still at this point, thanks for listening to us rant for an hour. And we'll see you next week.
Starbucks is fast food.
Hell yeah, it is. Oh yeah, that's right. Do you agree with us about that? There you go. See you next week.